Hey, what's going on guys? The Deanless here. Happy New Year's. Hope everyone's looking forward to 2017 because fuck 2016. So many inspirational and revolutionary people died this past year. Carrie Fisher dying actually this past week, that hit me really hard. I'm a huge Star Wars fan in addition to Paragon, so that news came as a really big surprise to me. Anyways, let's just hope that 2017 is a much better year. Now that I got that off my chest, let's talk about Paragon. In my last video, I said that the hero I'd make and build a guide for would actually be Greystone. Now in that last guide, I said that Countess is a hero that I think is a little underpowered. Greystone is literally the exact opposite. Jaime Lannister, aka the Kingslayer, aka Greystone, is OP as fuck right now. Not only does he do great damage, but he's also one of the only viable tanks in the game. Early to mid game, he's super strong, and it can take up to 2 to 3 heroes sometimes to kill him. If you're under your tower, don't think that you're safe, because he can dive it and kill you even if you're at full health. Oh, you were able to kill him, well his ult's gonna slow you, and you can't escape from that, so that's gonna kill you. Even though I think Greystone is a little bit overpowered, I don't think that he needs a nerf. I think there needs to be some systemic changes to the game. First, towers need to do more damage, so you can't just dive them. Pretty much all heroes can tower dive, but it's really obnoxious with Greystone. Second, I think that cards should scale differently for the different classes. For example, crit bonus should only offer 100% bonus to rangers, or casters should get 60 mana points instead of 30. Another example would be that tanks could receive 100 health per point instead of 50. Hopefully these examples give you the right idea of what I'm talking about. These type of changes would encourage people to build decks that fit the role for the hero that they're playing instead of just building damage and attack speed. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get into the build. It features crit damage, attack speed, and lifesteal. I have a link to the build on agora.gg in the description below. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Alright, now let's take a look at the build. For your prime cards, you're going to want the Centurion. That's going to give you an extra 500 health, and that complements Greystone's ultimate very well. For your consumables, you're going to want 1 health potion, 1 strike token, and 1 healer token. For your equipment, you're going to want 1 flashfire piston, 2 brand of the Iron Eaters, 2 impact hammers, 3 micro nukes, and 1 blade of Agora. Now if you take a look at this build, I have a lot of smaller cards. So the first card that I apply after my health potion and my healer token, that's going to be this micro nuke here with 3 minor casts. Once you have 9 card points, you're going to want to go back and you're going to want to get your brand of the Iron Eater here with 3 lesser drains. At this point, you can sell your health potion and your healer token. You're not going to need those anymore. The next card after that is going to be your impact hammer here with 3 minor strikes. And then you're going to want to apply your flashfire piston. That's going to give you some more attack speed that has 2 kinetics and a major kinetic in it. The next card that you get after your flashfire piston is going to be your second impact hammer here. That's going to give you more crit chance and more power. Once you have those 5 cards, you should be at 36 card points. So the next card that you're going to want to apply is going to be your Blade of Agora for your crit bonus. After that, the deck gets really straightforward. The whole point is that you're going to be replacing your smaller cards with your larger cards. So for example, you have your 6-point impact hammer here. You're going to take that out and you're going to put your 9-point micro nuke. You have your 6-point micro nuke here. You're going to take that out and put your larger micro nuke, and so forth. The last card of the build that you're going to apply is going to be this brand of the Iron Eater here. You're going to replace your smaller brand of the Iron Eater with that. At the end of the build, you're going to have 172 power, 49.5 attack speed, 52% crit chance, and 22.5% lifesteal in addition to the 100% crit bonus. Alright, now let's take a look at some gameplay. So I typically go offlane with Greystone. He's not that good of a jungler just because he doesn't have any CC, so offlane is where you want to be ideally, even though he can jungle. The first ability I always unlock is his escape. Since you're most likely going to be laning against the support with a stun, you want to assault the gates just in case you get stunned while farming your lane. Once in lane, always take a look at the items that the rangers and support have equipped. If they don't have any sustain like a circle of health or a healer token, you can be really aggressive once you reach level 5. More than anything though, that's your main goal with Greystone. Reach level 5 as quickly as possible. One thing that you have to be careful for, like I said before, is stuns. That's really for any offlaner though. As you can see here, I let Rampage and Grim farm, and I stand just close enough that I level up when one of my minions kills one of theirs. You really don't want to be any more aggressive than that to start off the match. Once you're level 5, call for a gank from either your mid laner or your jungler. This is where Greystone really shines. Greystone's a great offlaner because you can be really aggressive, dive towers and go 2v1 in the hopes that your ultimate is triggered. His ultimate does around 200 damage at level 5, so that's a huge chunk of a ranger's health. Now this isn't the greatest gank in the history of ganks, as you'll see here. I think they actually had a ward on the other side of the fog wall. Quang, he's going to get stunned here by Rampage and then ulted by Grim. Poor Quang. But I'm kind of able to make the most out of it, so I stay on Grim just hitting him with basic attacks, and Murdoch's actually able to finish him off with his ultimate. Now as an offlaner, I try to hold my tower as long as possible. Some people have differing opinions on this. Some things that I've heard is that if you lose your tower early, you kind of take away the ability for the opposing team to carry the farm through. And that's true, but I think there's a better reason for holding your tower. If you're a good offlaner, you can go 2v1 through early game and mid game without giving up your tower. That means that your team has a 4v3 advantage on the rest of the map. That's a huge advantage when it comes to team fights and rotations. The opposing support can try to rotate to support the other lanes, but if he does that, Greystone is great at harassing, securing kills on rangers. Here I see that Rampage is rotated to another part of the map and that Grim is all by himself. I pick up Black Buff and I engage. Grim's not even pushed that far in the lane, but I'm able to dive the tower and kill him easily, further increasing my card point level advantage over the other team.
A few moments later.
Now I swear to you, this isn't the same clip. Greystone's just really fucking OP. I grab Black Buff again and head back to left lane. It's really good on Greystone since it gives you damage over time. One thing you'll see here is that Grim's basic attacks barely do any damage to me, and that's because of the lifesteal I'm building. With the lifesteal, in this build, mid-game, you're getting around 20 HP back for every hit. That's going to allow you to stay in lane better and just keep pressuring the enemy team ranger, who more than likely hasn't built any lifesteal yet. As I'm harassing Grim, I'm able to push up my minions into the tower and I head straight for him, taking the tower damage. He literally can't do anything. Even if you were able to kill me, my ultimate would go off and it would just kill him. After killing Grim, I continue pushing the left lane and I'm able to take down my tower. Now once all of the tier 1 towers are taken down, teams have a tendency to group up. That's one of the things that I actually hate most about Monolith, is that some people try to make it a team deathmatch. But with Greystone, what you want to do is to continue pushing your lane. If you're playing Greystone right, you should have at least a 2-point level advantage over the ranger support in your lane. You should also be even or ahead in card points as well. Take advantage of this. By continuing to push left lane, I put a lot of pressure on the opposing team. At this point in the game, it takes at least 3 people to use all of their CC abilities to kill me. That gives my teammates a lot of flexibility in what they can be doing. It actually gives them 2 very good options. Option number 1 is that they can push mid lane, and as soon as the other team rotates over to me, they can rotate as well for team fight. Option number 2 is that they can push right lane, and if the other team overcommits by sending 3 people my way to kill me, then it should be a 4v2 on the other side of the map. Either way, in both scenarios, we should get a tier 2 tower. In this scenario, my teammates rotate to me. I push up on Rampage and he uses his rock to stun me. Grim joins as well, but as soon as he begins shooting me, Quang does a great job of flanking him. He lands a tether, and we're able to focus Rampage, who doesn't have his ult, and ends up being a very easy kill, giving me 6 for the game. But we don't stop there. We continue pushing the tower as my other teammates begin to rotate. I dive Grim, Halter is able to use his landmine to knock him back into the tower, and he's able to secure that kill. Now knowing that I have my ultimate, even though I'm low health, I keep fighting Sevarog, who has just rotated over to left lane. He triggers my ultimate and knocks me into the tower, but at this point, my job is over, so I jump away. We just secured 2 kills, all of the heroes on the enemy team are low, and they've used all of their ultimates and CC trying to kill me. We're able to easily take the tier 2 tower on the left side, and now we begin pushing towards the inhib. Now at this point in the match, we had a pretty significant card advantage over the other team, so it made sense to group up and push as a team. So I grab green buff and I head over to right lane since my lane was already set. I get to the team fight a little bit late, but that gives me the opportunity to flank the enemy team and I go straight for Howie. Howie uses his ultimate, but I'm able to track him down when he lands and I continue hitting him with basic attacks. Seal is then able to use his ultimate and we're able to secure the kill. Next, I have Quang fight Rampage and Greystone. Greystone's ultimate is triggered, but I'm able to tank the damage and I'm able to continue bursting him down with my auto attacks. Greystone tries to escape using Assault the Gates, but my entire team is following him. Quang then lands another great tether and I'm able to finish him off with a couple more basic attacks, giving me 7 kills for the game. Now that it's a 5v3 advantage for us, I head back over to left lane. When you have a man advantage and a tank like Greystone on your team, you want to split push. If Greystone has a card point advantage mid-game to late game, he can 1v1 any ranger or caster under his tower, or tank the damage from a fighter to destroy that tower. Once I get over to left lane, I see Grim, who is half health. He also has PTSD from the last 3 times that I killed him under tower, so he immediately runs away, allowing me to do a lot of damage to the inhib. As I'm about to finish off the inhib, Howie responds and rotates over. Grim and Howie begin auto-attacking me while I'm under the tower, so I use Assault the Gates to escape. Grim, however, lands his ultimate, which triggers my ultimate. Now here's the greatest thing about Greystone late game. With the lifesteal I have built into the deck and the low cooldown on Greystone's ultimate, I don't have to go back to base. Instead, I'm able to lifesteal off minions and continue pushing left lane. I could have gone back to base, but I decided to keep pressuring left lane so that the enemy team couldn't rotate over to my teammates. Because of that, I get into a 1v1 situation with Grim, and I'm able to destroy the left inhibitor while my team is able to start a team fight in mid lane. Now after destroying the inhib, I try to back because I have 9 card points to spin, but Grim actually starts attacking me. I'm not really sure why. I'm able to easily melt him with a few more basic attacks and assault the gates before Murdoch secures the kill by sniping him from across the map. Now with my team pushing mid and me pushing left lane, Rampage makes the mistake by deciding to protect the middle inhibitor instead of defending the core. This gives me the opportunity to push left lane on the core, and I'm able to solo the core, securing victory for my team. As I stated earlier in the video, I think Greystone is god tier at the moment. If you look at Agora.gg, you'll see that his win rate is around 56%, and that's because this kit is perfectly made for the meta we're currently in right now. Early game, you want to play safe and stay alive in the off lane. Once you reach level 5, become super aggressive and pressure the opposing support and ranger. Call for ganks early and try to secure kills to get a card point advantage on the enemy team. Once you're able to knock down your T1 tower, continue pushing your lane and force the other team to commit 2 or even 3 people to stop you. This allows the rest of your team to push other lanes and win team fights. Thanks for watching my video. If you like my Greystone guide, please subscribe, leave a like, and a comment below letting me know what other heroes you'd like to see me play. I have a few people who asked me to play Gwen and Kalari, so those are probably going to be the heroes that I make guides for next. If you haven't done so already, please take a look at my Countess and Sparrow building guides, which can be found here. With that being said, I hope everyone has a good year, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!